Hello and welcome to the Garlic Bread Brigade podcast episode 35. My name is Mike and I'm here with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? We're back with another week's episode, and we've got a lot to discuss and chat around with.
Yeah,
Kind of stupid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let's start over by obviously, this is the second episode of the year 2023.
it is.
It is
Pretty good news
indeed.
so far.
Yes, so we're looking forward to the year ahead, and what we're thinking for the year ahead.
Yeah, and what we're doing
Mm.
for the year ahead.
Yes, indeed. Now, we cannot discuss all the plans, but we can assure you that we're going to keep going with our weekly podcast episodes with some scuffiness as usual.
Yeah,
Dude, we're never going to get rid of this scuff. But
I mean, it's part of it,
it's the charm. AA,
hopefully.
it's going to stick with it. Yo.
Yeah, it is going to stick with it. It's going to stick with us, I guarantee it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not that's all that we can recap. Just look excited because in the next few weeks there should be some really good stuff coming out on this channel. So
Yeah,
hopefully look at that. Now,
so stay tuned, I guess.
let's speak about some other scuffed platforms,
Okay.
which one of them being Twitter and the other one being our favorite video watching sites. I'm at YouTube. So,
Say Twitch.
and no, Twitch is a streaming site. And Mixer is also a streaming site. So,
actually, you can watch it all.
without further ado, let's see. So,
So Twitter.
Twitter, yeah, let's go. Frustrating place to be. You'd think like the when Twitter was bought out by like
The mosque.
the Musk,
Yeah, the mosque.
the Musk. No, he thought he was gonna be like our savior and at least clean up Twitter, but I guess not.
Yeah, not really. Just made it more scuffed.
Yeah, he pretty much he came to town, robbed the people, and then left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
so
Wait, I was gonna say, didn't he on the first day like fire half the staff?
dude, there are so many problems with Twitter, and we've discussed a few of their problems. I don't even know where to begin. But all I can tell you is that Elon Musk, we're no longer buddies.
Friendship ended with Elon Musk.
Yeah, 100%.
And then it's like, I have friendship now with Mark Zuckerberg.
But no, I don't have friendship with Mark Zuckerberg. No way. Yeah, bro.
But it's like, what's the word? Twitter. Right, paying for like what, that check mark or whatever.
Dude, that is like the
Sheesh.
worst thing.
Is it like a subscription thing, or is it
It's
just
like it's like who the hell knows? It's all over the place. Yeah,
just like this podcast?
yeah, this podcast all over the place as well. Like, goddamn. If you want to watch something with random stuff, this is the place you gotta be. But goddamn, this isn't.
What?
This is a great podcast to watch.
Oh,
Aiming to be number one. Trust me. We won't reach that far, but one day, one day.
hopefully.
Yeah. So more on Twitter. I think it's one of the most scuffed platforms.
I mean, it's been like that for a bit, hasn't it? Just
But I think it's gotten worse. Like,
yeah.
I think like MySpace or WeChat one day will like take over.
Wait, did you say WeChat?
Don't ask. These are like
The
old.
Me channel, let's go.
Yeah, I think they'll take over.
I remember at one point, like people on like every Twitter post were like adding their Instagram because they were scared that Twitter was just gonna go bust. So funny.
Dude. And then like when it does, watch like Elon Musk buy Insta.
You know,
It's like, guys, look how I transformed like Twitter. It's like, oh hell no.
it's about another. I don't think he wants to buy anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame him. The amount of like backlash that he's got.
Yeah,
Mm.
and the amount of parody accounts
Oh,
based on.
dude, it's amazing. It's amazing how that happened. It's genuinely amazing how funny
You
that
know,
is
I
for the
know
memes.
there was like this like a pharmaceutical brand. I don't know what it's called, but someone made a parody account of it and was saying, the EpiPens for diabetic people. They're
Yeah, yeah.
basically saying they're free now, and their market share dropped by like so much. Like their stocks just dropped as
That
that
is,
post tweeted. It was so funny.
bro, that is hilarious. Oh
Oh,
man, yeah. This is again another reason why I don't think Twitter is that great.
yeah, true. But I mean, it's funny when it happens, though.
Yeah.
It's fun to clown on it.
Yeah, of course, it's funny when that happens. But then again, like you've got like people who like say some of the stupid stuff on Twitter. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, like, how is Twitter free? Still the question of my life.
Well, I mean, it's not free anymore,
No,
technically.
I mean, like, it's not free if you want to be like verified, but if you want
Yeah,
to just put your opinions, it's easily free.
I guess.
Mhm. But the only reason to say I don't want Twitter to be paid. Like, don't get me wrong, because I think
Yeah,
that's stupid. But I'm like the people that say stuff like, goddamn, like,
they
oh
have some
my god.
takes. Don't let him cook. Don't
Yeah,
let him.
don't let them cook hard. Don't let them cook.
They burnt the kitchen.
What is this monstrosity? It's like the Krabby Patty, but like the ugly ass one.
Oh, like the one that
Like Plankton is like,
SpongeBob kept.
you call this a Krabby Patty? He's like, oh my god, what is that?
How about the one that SpongeBob kept like
Yeah, that one too.
yeah,
That one too.
yeah. Oh,
Dude, that's what happens when they cook.
yeah,
Oh my god.
just goes absolutely down the drain. Not good.
Yeah, don't let them cook. Don't let them cook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's Elon Musk. He tried cooking and he failed.
bro. I want to see Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg in like a cooking contest.
A cooking contest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like Hell's Kitchen or not Hell's Kitchen. Oh yeah, it would be Hell's Kitchen.
Do you think Mark Zuckerberg can cook?
No, fam. Have you seen how he cooks?
No.
Exactly.
Doesn't say can visits cook.
Oh
Hmm.
my god. Too many questions, not enough answers.
Yeah. Philosophy. Like that meme where it has like the like what that weird head and it has like something and it's like mistyped. Philosophy.
Yeah, I've got no idea what you mean. You talk about.
Whatever. I don't know how to describe it because the head looks like it.
That's
Like
all good. You can show me later.
the
Show...
stonks meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that face. Do you get it now? Or still
I,
not?
I think so. I gotta recall the meme.
Look
I'll
it
look it
for
up later.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. We'll just move on, I guess.
Yep. And another company that was also acting stupid is YouTube. YouTube, please don't ban us. And do not like get rid of this video.
Yeah, don't demonetize us, no.
We're not
Even
even
though we're not
monetized.
monetized.
Exactly.
I don't know, don't. What can they do to us, actually?
They can just take down the video.
Probably.
Yeah. YouTube keeps changing its policies and all that stuff, affecting content creators.
Yeah,
Not us. We're fine at the moment. Um.
for now.
Yeah, with all their videos and uploads who rely on this for a living.
True. Like they make some bread, but then what's the word? The change causes the videos to get
Yeah,
demonetized.
it's like let's make some bread, and then YouTube's like let's change the ingredient from like self-rising flour to regular flour, and then it's like hold up, The bread's not right.
No, it's not even. It's not. It's literally like a flower picked out of the garden and just threw it in.
They
Not
took,
even just like the ingredient. It just they just grabbed the flour, actual flour, just threw
yeah.
it in there.
And you've got people talking out, such as a great YouTuber named Artie Gaming, who had a lot of his stuff demonetized
Yeah,
because YouTube is YouTube. Yeah. So like, if yeah, I
that's.
think. Go ahead.
I want to say it's weird how it applies to your past videos too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Like you can't really adjust for that. And even if you wanted to, they're like, no, we'll still keep it
I
demonetized.
mean, Mike, listen here.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what YouTube is doing.
they're not cooking. I can tell you that. They're failing the dish.
Yeah,
Just
it's
odd.
it's like, who knows? I
And
don't
this is
understand.
for swearing, isn't it?
No, it's like there's a whole bunch of other stuff, but like one of the main one is like pretty much the use of like language, coarse
Yeah,
language. Yeah, yeah, but like
but bro, YouTube Kids is right there. Just use that.
exactly. If you don't like people tag their videos as not suitable for kids.
Well, we even do that. We just
Yeah,
click they're not suitable for kids.
and then like it's like, oh, but like that means you
You make no money.
it's not that. It's like you're not using the YouTube Kids app. Like you made something called YouTube Kids.
Like, might as well use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's the point of that app?
I don't get it. Like, why do you? If we're gonna tag it as not suitable for kids, then like,
What does that do?
right, exactly. It's not like we're putting like illegal thing
Yeah, I know.
onto your platform.
But like their policy is doing it for us. It's just like, yeah, if it's not suitable, it just gets absolutely obliterated.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know. But that's I guess that's the YouTube for you.
Yeah.
Making brain dead moves one after the other.
Yeah. I'm still surprised that they made the changes. Like everything was going so well. Like,
I'm
come
not
on.
sure. I don't know.
Yeah, YouTube being YouTube. Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, no, it's definitely weird. But like now, like YouTubers have to like try and come up with different ways, and that will force like people like to change the way they contents like stuff,
Like or like how they like
like
have
their
people work.
personalities and stuff. Like you have to change that because there
Yeah,
might be
they have to
people
like
that like heavily
yeah.
swear, or like people who do like certain content are like that no longer applies. You know what I mean?
Mm. Doesn't this
Yeah.
also apply to the content itself?
No,
Like you
exactly.
a
Yeah.
street or something, so
But
it's
then
like
we obviously, I don't know if this happened yet, so like just take what I'm gonna say. Like big corporations who post on YouTube, I think will get away with anything.
oh yeah, dude, well, definitely.
Yeah, that's why it's like everything is like I don't know how to say this, but like it's like double standards. Like YouTube, like what will support other big corporations that are on YouTube, but then will screw over like pretty much the
Like the
mass
creators.
majority of like. Oh, I wouldn't even call this double standard. I would just call this like just screw over like the majority of people who make YouTube videos. Like, because there are more individual people or groups of people who make YouTube videos rather than mass companies that make YouTube videos.
Sure.
And
Because like way more individuals.
these individuals probably require rely more on the money coming from YouTube than the companies do. Like if the company's like, oh, YouTube like screwed me over today, it's like, yeah, but we make millions of dollars anyway.
Sure.
Or like
Probably
100,000, who knows?
because probably YouTube puts them on a high pedestal because it's like
Exactly.
advertising and the marketing they could bring. You know what I mean? So
Mm-mm.
it's like for instance, like hey, they let us put these. So let's put ads on their platform or something. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even want to talk about YouTube's ads. YouTube has really weird ads, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the YouTubes are like whatever, like they
but
put ads because they're sponsored by these different ads.
yeah,
I mean, companies who make the ads or
like
products.
there's a
We're
lot
talking
of
about.
borderline questionable ads I've
Oh
seen.
yeah, hundred
Yeah,
percent. Like half the
especially on
stuff.
the app, like the YouTube app. Like just scrolling, you just see some very questionable ads on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would actually get you demonetized if you did something similar.
Yep, yep.
That's like, bro, what can you do?
Who knows? Who knows? Speaking of another company that screwed over again, is our best friend Ubisoft.
I mean, yeah,
We're not really best friends, but yeah,
they're not doing too well. It seems like.
yeah, they're well known for their hit game Skull and Bones, which has been delayed again.
Definitely.
Woo! Congrats.
It's not even the long. That's not even the game that's in the longest development currently.
That's not the
Jeez.
point. The point is it's the one that's been delayed again.
Yes, sir. And I mean, they cancelled a lot of games too.
Exactly.
Well, in the
Um.
last 6 months, they canceled like 7
Yep.
games.
And yeah, Ubisoft is being stupid again.
Yeah, and then like what? Because of that, they have to limit their budget by like 200 million or something. Which layoffs, or not technically layoffs. How they said natural
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 like
cuts.
cuts.
Like
Oh right, right.
someone's contract's ending, they may not renew it. You know what I mean, kind of thing. Not
Yeah,
like
yeah, but then like,
you'll fire
but then
directly.
they basically say they chuck the onus on the workers, which
Yeah,
infuriates me the most. Like it just makes me like
the
how
ball is in your court.
yeah, but the
Yeah,
court's not ours.
true. You know what's funny? They were doing like a because Ubisoft's based in France. They were gonna do a what's the word,
The
like
Q&A.
not Q&A, like a strike.
Yep.
But the same day they were gonna do a strike. The rest of France was doing a strike against like the
No, 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 no.
prime
You got
minister.
that
And it was
confused.
funny.
You got that confused. You got that confused.
What do you mean?
No, so I'm gonna break down the story. Apparently, there was like supposed to be like a thing held on that day, and then the rest of France did a strike against because they wanted a 4 day week,
Yeah.
and then like they had to end up changing the date of the press conference where they had like a Q&A with their French
No,
team.
no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not.
that's what happened. That's what happened. The strike didn't happen on the same day as the friend because
It,
no, no, because that's not what happened. Because that's what I was reading. I was reading that there is gonna be another. There's gonna be a strike that like that the president of the Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure this is how it happened. That that there was no like strike that both happened on the same day. That's not how it happened. It pretty much happened. Like, what's it called? That there was a French strike when on the Q&A day that they promised that they were gonna answer questions. They delayed that Q&A day, and then like they were like, oh, like they gave answers, but the answers were like really crappy, so they're still going on strike.
wait.
That's what I understood because I know that I'm pretty sure that was one of the headline reasons. Well, not headline reason. I'm pretty sure like it was there was like they had to like postpone like a Q&A session because of the strike. That's what I know. You can have a quick Google, but I'm pretty sure
I'm
that
double checking currently.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this. But yeah, because there was like a France strike because like there was a workers union strike and they wanted like the 4 day week that pretty much every other European country was getting. I would love a 4 day week. That would be awesome.
Um,
Unfortunately, I don't think that they have that. Unfortunately, they don't have that in Australia. Rip.
what, the 4-day working week?
Yeah, that would be awesome. 4 day working week would be awesome. A 4 day working week. But anyway, as there was a lot of like things about like the ball in your court, and there was also the bit where like was it G's GMO like said some other stuff where like they were like
Yeah, he's Guillermo, whatever his name is.
yeah he said some other stuff and like people were like bro and then what happened was that there was some other stuff I'm not 100% sure but he said some stuff like was that was like pretty off like I'd say offended the workforce
Yeah.
and caused them a lot of trouble. But then as well at the same time, I think like when during their Q&A session, that like they only answered the specific questions like that they picked out. Like they were like, oh, we're gonna answer all your questions, and then they picked out like the worst questions to answer, the one very base generic questions. I don't remember exactly, but they said like some stupid ass things, and then like people were not happy.
Mm. I mean, yeah, understandable because it's like it's not answering any of the actual questions.
Exactly. Yeah, and then they thought, oh, we did a good job, which is not what happened.
It's,
Yeah, no, I'm being
yeah.
serious. Like they were like, yeah. I don't know. Do you got any other words on this,
Um.
Mike? Like, do you got any words and your thoughts on the Q&A? Like, I mean, there was also the fact that they canceled like how many three, four projects.
I mean, they had three full unannounced project, but
Mm,
also last year they cancelled another three, so that's
mm-hmm.
seven they've cancelled.
Yeah.
The only two games they've currently planned on releasing is the Assassin's Creed game
Mm-hmm.
and the Avatar game, which I
Yep.
think are both later this year,
Yeah.
from what I know, or from what I remember. That is. So yeah, but it is quite a fumble on the Ubisoft end, especially the CEO.
Yeah.
And I hope the strike does something, but I don't know if it's gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Hopefully something changes, because clearly a lot of the faults are on the like higher ups, because it's their decisions making. You know, it's their decisions making all these games and whatnot,
Yeah.
and greenlighting projects or maybe canceling others and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. See,
It's
it's canceled 7 games from what to limit risks. Huh. And oh yeah, another thing that I heard they were discussing like that that like Ubisoft like workers were like really upset that they were following trends instead of setting trends, which is another
oh
thing.
yeah, wasn't that in the Q&A? They're like, why aren't we setting new trends? Why are we just following trends
Well,
of
that
others?
wasn't the Q&A, right?
Yeah.
But like
No, no,
um
that wasn't like some like that was like a work more so like like questioning stuff. He said
yes,
more.
but like yeah, exactly. What I'm gonna say was like yes, it was in the Q&A, but you can see it from the works that they've made is that they've all been like following the trends. Like you don't need some guy to like say it to like know, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But back to the strike things, yeah, like I was correct that the Q&A was the reason why they prevented the strike.
What, did you find something about it?
No, yeah, the strike happened on the 27th or the other strike happened on the 19th. Two different dates. Two different dates.
19.
Yeah, two different dates.
What was happening on the 25th?
No, the 27th was the Ubisoft strike while the 19th was the France strike when I had a look.
Paris, 26th of January. Protests against French government plans to raise the retirement age had a muted impact on G sector on Thursday, the first day of the 48-hour strike.
Oh, I must have missed that. I don't know. I saw it was 19th on the internet. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I said that there was a Q&A that was delayed because of the strike. But let's continue anyway.
Either way, something happened.
Yeah, anyway. Uh, yeah.
Look, either
So,
way, we're both right and wrong at the same time. There we go. Covering all bases.
yes, it was. Covering all bases. let's talk about some some of the things that was released a couple days ago. Not
Mm.
some. A game was released was the Dead Space remake, the
Oh yeah.
official Dead Space remake, which we have not played, but
No, we haven't.
we've heard that was phenomenal. Good news. Good news. Good
Yeah.
news all around. Good news. Good news, team. Good news, everyone who loves Dead Space.
Yeah.
All good news. High five all around. Which prompts the question:
Another
Do
EA dub. What?
what?
There's like another EA dub or what?
No, no. It doesn't prompt that question. It prompts the question: remakes and remasters. Do we need them? What's the difference? Well, let's start. Do we need a remake and a remaster? What are your thoughts,
Well, I guess. I mean, if a
Mike?
game is old enough and
Yep.
it's not, it's not really easy to obtain, then I say, yeah, it deserves to be like remade or have a remaster. Like if it's, or if it's which like if it's hard to get your hands on, if it's just really old, I think it should. Why not? Dead Space was 14 years old, and it just got
Okay.
a remaster. So
So,
yeah,
what's the difference between a remake and remaster?
so I guess a remake is just building the game from the ground up again, just completely brand new, a new engine, and just completely remaking the game. Whilst like a remaster is kind of just like what do you call it, just upping the graphics, yeah, just making it more HD, getting advantage of any new hardware that exists, but it's
Okay.
still on the same engine.
Yeah. So, my next question is: when do you think that a remake or a remaster should include new features that would improve the game? Because there was the SpongeBob remake remaster, I think,
Yeah.
that apparently there
Yeah.
was a company that didn't like because it was a faithful remake instead of adding a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, it was like a faithful, yeah, remake.
Yeah,
Instead
IGN
of
didn't
yeah,
like that.
instead of it just like having stuff like Final
Exactly. So
Fantasy.
my question to you is:
Yeah.
when do you make big changes and when do you keep it faithful? Do you think like is does the
Hmm.
game does the original have to be like so awful that it needed changes, or does it just have to be like, oh, we're just gonna redo it? You know what I mean? Keep
Okay.
everything the same. Like when or do we like even though it's good and like people enjoyed it, we make some changes to improve it? Like where do we say like the changes are required? You know what I mean? That
I
is the
think
question I've got.
maybe the changes are more so maybe quality of life. So
Yeah, no, I
maybe
get that. I get that. But when do you need them? Like, because this guy legit said in the IGN review of SpongeBob, right, that changing characters, you have to go to like a checkpoint item to change characters, and not being able to save unless you get to certain checkpoints was a pain. But that was in the original game. And you're not going to change it because pretty much changed the whole point, the whole way of the game, you know?
yeah, I get what you mean. So basically, I'd say if it doesn't just break the game like to a mechanical level, then you can change it. Because on
Mm-hmm.
a game like that, changing characters, if you could just change it any time,
Mm-hmm.
levels would just be broken. You
Yep.
could just clear levels way easier with other
Yep.
characters.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's like if it doesn't break the game on a fundamental level,
Yep.
if like changes are needed, then sure. Or if
Yep.
the changes are like something like cosmetic, maybe oh my character can have a different outfit or something, for example, then sure, why not? But if it breaks the game fundamentally, or it's like the game is fundamentally different because of it, I don't think it should be added.
Okay.
Like if it changes the game substantially, like I don't know if it should really be added.
Hmm.
Because I know, like what Final Fantasy VII that remake, like it used to be like a turn-based RPG. Now it's like almost like a free-flowing RPG. Like it's based on like speed, if you get what I mean.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, but it still kind of works. It works well. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
if you want to do something like that, sure, because it doesn't it doesn't break the game, because if you balance it around it, yeah, sure. But if it's something that just inherently breaks it or ruins the experience, then no, I don't think it should be changed. But it's like it's very dependent, that kind of question, I guess you could say. Depend on the game and the feature.
I will say I agree with you to an extent. I will agree with you pretty much with you. Yes, I will actually agree with you. Everything you said correct in my opinion.
Yeah. Like,
Mm.
'cause if there's like if they're gonna add something that's different but it works well, sure. But if it doesn't, then I don't see a reason to add it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this might not be related to remake and remasters. What are your thoughts on remake and reboots in TV, movies, animated TV shows, anything? What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so remake or reboot for those kind of things.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I'm fine with it if it like if the remake or reboot first of all is good. I'm fine with it. If it keeps the show interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and if it
So let me give you an example, right?
okay, sure.
How many times have we got DC rebooted the universe?
A lot.
How many times have we had the Batman trilogy reboot?
It's like I don't even remember. I don't even know how many times at this rate. But
Oh
yeah,
my god,
quite
we
a
had
bit.
so many Batman origin movies.
True, we have. But like some
So
have like different takes on it, which
I get
that makes
that,
it interesting.
I
Yeah.
get that, but I'm like, I sit down like I want the story to continue, and I'm like sitting there like,
Yeah.
hmm,
True.
again. All right, makes sense.
I mean, recently they've just been doing trilogies of them, so I mean, I guess, and then just gonna reboot after them. So it's fun while it lasts.
But would you like? Wouldn't you want to see like a progression in those types of scenarios than a reboot?
I guess, unless I guess prior to the reboot, that
Okay.
story is concluded. If that makes sense.
What about like the? Okay, this is gonna be a throwback. The Ben 10. Like, how many times that thing has been rebooted?
Think okay, so it had its original thing, which had like two sequels. Then it had like the Omniverse stuff, and now
Mm-hmm.
it has something else that I have no idea what it's about.
Yeah,
So it's
but
like
I
I
think it's
guess
like a
maybe
reboot.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, so it's basically a reboot.
Yeah, it's been rebooted a bit. And, with new, different animations and whatnot, different style, new characters, new story and whatnot. But it keeps the old somewhat formula. You can transform into aliens and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the the Velma show.
No, no, don't discuss that. Don't discuss that. No, 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 no. This is not a podcast that will discuss that show. That is not
Okay,
a pod.
how about I talk about this? Okay, so like, um, the original Scooby Doo, I guess,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and when it became Mystery Incorporated, it
Yep.
was the same thing, but it was more like a mature take of it.
Dude,
You know,
there was like so many of those. Okay. Yeah, no, I
you know
get
what
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying, bro? Yeah,
I get what you're saying. Now,
yeah,
I'm trying to think of a remake of a movie or like a TV show. Because they're all reboots practically.
yeah. Like, what would even be a remake of a TV show? Like, what would that constitute as? Is it like? Because for a game, you just rebuild it. For a show, what do you just use the same actors and stuff and just recreate it?
How I guess they're just called rebooted then. All
Yeah,
right. I
so
guess
I
there
don't
is
know.
no remake. I'm pretty sure there is. I think there is a
It
remake.
might.
Where like it's a. Ah, so we can say that like the Lion King might be a remake, but it's like
The Lion
with enhanced graphics, bro.
King. Ray tracing what? Bro, that show was like a
But
National
like
Geographic.
we legit have like a few Disney films where they have been remade. Do we need
Yeah,
those?
yeah.
Probably not. I like the
Like
original
live
better.
action remakes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, those are remakes.
Have any of them been good? I don't even know.
I think the Lion King's actually been solid just because everyone was really excited for that. But then after
Yeah.
that, like every other one, it was like. But once you watch it, you're like, oh,
See, the only
oh
problem with
no.
the Lion King one is the the graphics. Like, it kind of kills
Yeah,
the
but then
emotion.
you've got some of the
Story's
other
cool.
stuff. with like such as like the Mulan remake or
Mulan,
something. Like
which is just like not even the same. Because like the Lion King follows the story like scene by scene. Like
yeah,
it's like that's a remake. Mulan, it's like what happened? Like
okay.
what?
What do you
You've gone
think needs a reboot slash remake? What movie do you want to see rebooted or remake?
back.
There's only one answer, but I want to see what your answer is. One true answer.
Um,
But I don't,
ooh,
what
okay.
what I'm
I was
thinking
just
of.
thinking about it. I'm not sure.
I think our minds might be linked if we guess the same answer. That's why I'm saying one true answer. But if you guess something else, completely fine.
I'm thinking. Okay, I want. Okay, I'm gonna say one that I want remastered or remade, but I know it's gonna get botched if they do it. But I would like the Terminator to be remastered or remade. That makes sense.
Not rebooted. You want to see like the Terminator trilogy?
It's been rebooted. I don't want. It's been rebooted like once or twice, I think.
So you want a remake, okay?
Yeah. So what was your
So
idea?
my one's a reboot. Sorry, my one's a reboot. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think we know what I'm gonna say.
I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what to think. That's why.
Okay, okay. I want a Morbius reboot.
Oh my god. The film came out like last year, and you
Yeah,
like,
but it was like because of like of course it's trash and there's like obviously the memes,
don't give
right?
Sony any ideas. Okay.
But like come on, like you would want I would love to see like Morbius.
Like Sony just comes up to Jared later. Hey Jared, do you want another take at it? He just looks at it as like no.
But this
I
time they
don't
say
want
it's Morbin time. Oh my god.
it.
You play on the memes. You play on the memes.
And then on the news, Morbius the remake have even made even less money than the
No,
original.
it's a reboot, bro, not a remake.
Reboot.
Because think about this for a
Yeah,
second. I want you to think
Morbius
about this.
mobbing time made
No,
less money.
first of all, you don't need any marketing, right? You write the word Morbius, right? No marketing required, right?
Oh god, yeah.
Like everyone will just come because everyone's like, oh, like the memes, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And then the second thing is then you like throw in the actual memes that are there, yeah? So you chuck in like it's Morbin time, and then you chuck in like he starts freaking French for a bit because the French dub said Morbin time, you know? Like what?
Bro, the French dub.
But like no,
Yeah.
because the meme said that the French dub he said it's Morbin time. You know what I
Jeez.
mean? So
Yeah.
like you play on the memes. Like you have a bit where he starts speaking French for some reason, and then everyone's like, "What is going on?" You know what I mean?
You know what?
Then
Since we're
you
talking about this,
then you give him the power to morb
it's more
because you know because after he says Morbin time he morbs.
he mobs.
Yeah,
What does that do? We don't know. He just mobs.
exactly.
Since we're on this kind of like topic about like movies and stuff, well, because this just kind of popped into my head as we were just talking. What movie would you want a sequel to? Like, that kind of doesn't really have one.
If I say Morbius, would you?
Because when I was thinking about it, I'm like, you know
Yeah,
what? I'd love to have another Mr. Bean movie, to be honest.
there are two Mr. Beans, but I don't think they correlate, isn't there?
It's like The Holiday and the other one. I think the other
Yeah.
one might just be clips of like just the show. I'm not sure.
No. There was not.
Not just
There was.
a movie, another
No,
like
no,
just
no, no. There was two Mr. Beans movies.
there were.
I'm gonna explain it to you, but like, did you hear what I said before? Like, I don't know if you picked it up, but like, I said, like, would you like get angry if I said I wanted the movie sequel?
I was like, I was laughing at that.
Oh, okay, my bad. Anyway, back to the Mr. Bean movie, right?
Yeah.
There are two Mr. Bean movies.
Okay.
There are genuinely two. There's one with the painting where he messes up the painting,
Yeah.
and then there's one with the acting scene and the beach.
Oh yeah.
There are two movies. They just don't correlate with each other. I talk about like a sequel or like a second movie.
I just want another one.
Oh, okay. Well, that destroys
I
your
mean,
question.
I wouldn't. True, but I wouldn't mind another one.
Yeah, but
How
the
many,
basic.
is that two movies? I'm trying to find it.
There are two movies.
Maybe
There
I'm
are
just
two.
like,
There are two
yeah, I
Mr.
think there
Beast
is.
movies.
I think there is. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there are two
Yeah, I
Mr.
think
Beast.
you're right. I think you're right. Yeah. Just yeah, Google does not know how to search for them.
There are two Mr. Bean movies.
Feel old.
I'm just
Okay,
not
yeah.
sure how old the actor for Mr. Bean is.
What role
Yeah, yeah.
Atkin?
How old is he? Like he might be retired. Look, who knows? Um,
68. No, he was in like it was like a streaming movie like a year ago or something. So he's still acting.
yeah, but like, is he like the main character? Is that what I mean? Yeah, that was it.
Oh, of that, yeah, he was. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
him versing like a bee. It's like a comedy movie.
Now you got my interest.
Yeah,
We'll be watching that movie.
Pretty sure it
Uh,
was a movie. I think it was a movie. It was
yeah,
either that or a
no,
show.
okay,
But
that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. Because I'm thinking, what about like a what's the what? Not Mission Impossible. What's the other one?
Wait, who's the actor? What, James
Can't
Bond?
you? No, 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 no. Rowan Atkins.
Johnny English.
Yeah, yeah. We need another John English.
Johnny English 3.
We need another John English.
I love the scene in the second one where he's like in the VR and he grabs the baguette, starts hitting people.
Oh man,
uh,
oh man, that is a great
oh,
movie.
is it? I remember the first one where like there's this. He's chasing some guy and the guy's like jumping up fences, like not fences, like wired things on like a top of like a rooftop thing. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's a door and he just goes through it. Like, why were you climbing? You could just go through. So it's
Yeah,
funny.
I would love to see another Johnny English movie.
Yeah. Uh, it's so funny.
Yeah. What about you? What sequel would you like to see? Because Mr. Bean's not a sequel.
Ooh. Now if I said Morbius, will you be a
Hey, I said movie.
actually,
Dude. I tell you what we do.
well,
It's the ad for Morbius 2. It's Morbin time, right?
yeah.
You just play like internet memes, react, like you just put all those on the screen. No one knows what the hell's going on because you don't show any movies. You just put like memes. You know what I mean?
What happens if you put like
And then at the end, it's like like from the shadows it glows, and it's like Morbius, and it's like underneath, it's Morbin time.
I was gonna say, what happens if you just put, you know how like there was like at one point Twitch streams they were just playing the movie non-stop?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
happens if
that's
you had a
another
lot of
thing.
them and then the viewer count it's just like, and then just right on top Morbius 2 coming out soon. Morbing to a cinema
Dude,
near you.
have you even seen Morbius? I have not seen it.
I've not seen it, but it's like I've seen many clips from it.
Dude, I've seen the memes. I haven't even seen the clips. Like all I know
Like
is that he says that.
I think I've seen the clips I've seen like from trailers and shit.
For what I know is that I know that in the English version he doesn't say it's Morbin time, but then like in the French dub, I'm pretty sure he says it.
And there's this clip where the guy who like
I'm joking.
the
I know the
main
fake.
villain, the main
Mm-hmm.
villain of the movie, like at one point he was like a Doctor Who. Because I don't know the actor's name, I just know him from him being Doctor Who at one point.
Mm-hmm.
He was like doing this weird ass dance, and I'm just like, what am I watching?
I've seen the commercials, so I kind of know. All I know is that
Yeah.
there was the Spider-Man poster in Morbius.
Oh yeah, that was probably like when people were like, could this be a connection?
That's what I thought as well, because I thought that maybe like the Amazing Spider-Man connection.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sony wants to bring it back. To be honest, after the amount of money and like the amount of like people were just like loving it
Dude,
and
I
loving
don't like
Andrew
to be fair,
Garfield's.
like it made money. It just didn't make as much money as like their hope.
I'm not talking about Morbius. I'm talking about
Oh, whoops. I'm talking about
it's just
Morbius.
like
I
you
was
know how
legit
like
talking.
yeah, like in Spider-Man, what like was it No Way Home, whatever it's called. It's like how they they brought him back to like and everyone it was just like positive vibes. You know what I mean? So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
I
And then they're
think
gonna
that
bring back
this was
Spider-Man.
like hinting at hinting maybe at it.
Has no home. What? Spider-Man has no home.
Oh, what do you mean?
That's the
No
next
Way
one.
Home? Oh no, that's not maybe. But it's like, yeah, but, I mean, wasn't it Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man? But then in the actual film itself, they like got rid of it. Because I've
I
never
don't
seen the
know.
trailers. I'm pretty sure in the films they got rid of it in the end.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I actually didn't
I
know.
think I don't know if I don't think it made the final cut like that. That
Ah, so
like
this is another topic like that, like for discussion that we should bring up. I
like
reckon.
how they did deceive us in trailers.
No, like how they. Yeah, practically.
Bro,
I
I love
mean,
how they tried to deceive us in like the Spider-Man trailer, but looked so obvious. Like the 1v3 thing. It just
dude.
looked so obvious. It's like, bro.
Well, it's not only that.
But then
Do you
in
remember
like
the
the
Avengers
reveal,
trailer? Do you remember the Avengers trailer?
yeah, yeah.
How
How they
Hulk
just
was
put
doing
different
something.
scenes completely.
Yeah, like how Hulk was doing something and then it's like not,
Yeah.
and
How
then
like
like
the Hulk was in like Wakanda, but he wasn't.
yeah, or like how like what's his name, like Captain America was like holding Thanos' hands and like had like what, no gems or something, but then in the movie had
Mm.
gems or something.
But then when it actually happened, you like all of them. Not all of them.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
missing one basically.
yeah. Like it was
Yeah.
like, and then like, I remember like there was theory going on like, holy crap, like how strong is Captain America? Looking like he's holding Thanos like a bro.
Well, I mean, technically, the movie made him even
The
look
man
even
that
stronger.
more powerful. It's like god damn. It's like yeah,
Even though like Thanos is like, all right, little one, and then punch.
dude. I think that's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, I love
I
that movie.
I loved Infinity Wars.
Infinity War was such a great movie.
Yeah, I think it's better than Endgame.
No, yeah, no, that's not even a competition in my opinion.
But I think you can't go watching one without the other. I think you gotta watch both of them back to back.
Yeah, the only problem is like it gives like 3 hours.
Yeah, I think it isn't Infinity War also like 3 hours.
No, Infinity was like 2 hours or something.
Uh,
So no one
I
near
think
no one near
I
that.
think that the problem is that you need to watch Black what's it called, like Ant-Man in between,
I guess. Yeah, I
just so you
guess.
can just so you're
Yeah.
like what is going on,
I mean,
like
if you
yeah.
watch we should probably just watch the end credit scenes, to be honest. It'll just be fun.
Mm.
Like, you just get it on YouTube or something. Just watch it.
Yeah, but I think you
Oh,
do.
wait, don't do that. I don't. It's piracy. Don't do that.
Do you remember when people had to wait one whole year for like to see what the hell happened
Oh, like.
between Infinity
Oh,
War
yeah.
and Endgame?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, yeah, they
That
did.
was wild for me. That was wild. The fact that like everyone was theorizing and all that stuff, and then like that was wild.
Yeah. Was it? It was like remember when people had to watch Captain Marvel just get like a tease of like what's going on?
Yeah, but that was stupid.
Yeah, it was, but like, bruh.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Captain Marvel, maybe it's gonna be something interesting, dude."
Bro,
Dude,
they used, bro, that you know that one thing I hate about that movie? The amount of scenes that were reused. Like, bruh, like they reused like the same scene like 20 times in that movie, and I'm like, bruh, stop. Like I just
I'm
stop,
saying
please.
the whole movie was chaotic Fury. I'm telling you.
It was. You know how I got this scar on my face? Yeah, cat scratching.
Yeah,
I mean, it was it was probably like a, it was a space cat, but you know what I mean.
yeah, that was wild. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So what? Now that we jumped in like to
like the
this,
movie. Oh,
I'm gonna say it. I think
oh,
that
yeah.
Captain Marvel is one of the worst superheroes I've ever seen.
Superheroes or superhero films?
No, just a character.
I can probably say that the character could have been done better, but I feel
Yeah,
like it
it's
never
just
could
because
have
like
been
the
done.
films she's in are like are terrible. I
No, because
think
the
that's the only reason.
thing is, it's like imagine like so he's okay. Imagine your main character. They just take all their abilities, and then at the end they gave it, and then they just destroy everything. You're just like, bro, that's the movie.
No, but
At
like
the end, he just destroys everything. You're like, bro, all the tension has gone, disappeared.
I just think she's a terrible character in movies. I don't know how good she is in comics. In movies, I think she's one of the worst
Better in
characters.
comics.
What?
I'm actually it's probably way better in
Yeah,
comics.
yep. But I think
It's just
I think
she's written weird. I
yeah,
don't think the
it's got nothing to do with Captain Marvel. I think her design looks fine. I think she's just terrible in writing. You know what I mean?
hmm.
Like she comes up in Captain Marvel, terrible movie, and then Endgame, she like it's not that she's not that great.
I don't think the actor's doing the best role ever
Hmm. Hmm.
portraying it. But it's like, what
Your
can you do?
thoughts? What do you think is the worst movie character? I think that's one of the worst for me. One of
In
the top.
general, or just
I think it's in general. For me, I don't think she's
oh,
the worst. I just think she's one of the worst.
a lot of people would say Jar Jar Binks. I wouldn't agree, but
He's pretty
it's fine.
bad. He's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. Just
He's
start
something
mentioning
good.
them. What? Yeah, just start mentioning them. I know.
Who's okay? Who's I actually have to think about this. Who are worst? Two can't speak.
Let's just go
Who's
movies
worst
for now.
characters?
Movies for now. Movies for now.
Who's okay? Who's worst characters in movies?
Yeah, well, some of the worst characters.
Trying to remember because usually when there's a bad character you forget. Trying to remember. Probably. Oh, what's a bad character?
I think Captain Marvel's very, very close. No, very close. I think it's one of the worst. Okay.
who's on an equal playing field with that? I'm trying to think.
Jar Jar Binks is pretty high as well. If you want to go with that,
I didn't like the character from the whatchamacallit. I didn't like the villain
Morbius.
from. Can we should we say Morbius?
That's what I just said. I was like
What's
Morbius.
the word? The villain from Jurassic World Dominion or whatever. He was really annoying. Didn't like him at
I
all.
don't think it's like one of the
He's not
worst
the
though.
worst, but he's not like he just didn't
I
like
think
race.
like that's recency bias. I think like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that's why we go. If you want to go back, like let's go back. Let's go back. Right,
Okay.
right.
You probably remember better than me, to be honest.
Yeah, but like, well, I'm trying to think.
She's actually like bad movie character. Can I say that Pinocchio guy?
Have you seen the movie?
I haven't, no.
And what makes him bad?
Everything. Have you seen the trailer?
It's like,
My father, I want to be free. Or
no, that's bad. Okay, that's okay.
I don't know what is a like like I in my head I'm just kind of hitting into a brick wall trying to figure it out.
Okay, why don't we do
What's a
best
bad
characters
movie?
instead, and then we just flip it. If we do best characters,
Can I say wait for worst characters? Can I say like Aang from like the Avatar movie?
Aang from the Avatar movie.
I don't know. He seemed
I
really
mean,
boring.
but
The
like
film
that's
was really
just
boring.
I think.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you can use that. You can use that.
All right, now best.
No, let's go with best, and then like because that way, like if you can become best, I think you can find worst from best. You know,
Hmm. Okay, what would you say best?
me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say the legend. I'm gonna say the legend.
I'll be like me. If you
Tobey
say
Maguire
Morbius,
Spider Man. What?
I was gonna say if you say Morbius,
No, Morbius is not the best. I think it's Tobey Maguire Spider Man, right?
he's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like one of the best.
I
He is one of
say
the best.
well, Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was playing the Terminator.
Yeah, he's also fantastic. He's also fantastic. How can you not, bro? That guy's phenomenal.
Trying to think who else. Who else is a great character? Bro, actually, Thanos. Thanos is a great character. What's his actor's name? I
No,
always forget
it's
his name.
Thanos. Thanos is a phenomenal character. Yeah, you don't need to come up with the actor's name. I think it's like I don't expect you to know every single actor. I only said Tobey Maguire because there's 3 different Spider Man.
True.
Um,
Maybe soon to be full. I wouldn't be surprised if there was another one sooner or later.
okay. So like, what about like not Morbius, but what about
No.
Mr. Bean? Like, come on, come on,
Yeah, Mr. Bean's really good.
Mr. Bean, phenomenal. I think it's more like because what do you
Do they
James
have to
Bond?
be?
James Bond.
I
How
was
can we
gonna say,
forget the legend?
do they have to be? Do they have to actually be acting in a role?
It can be anything.
Look, if I said like the old trio on what's it called on Top Gear, would you agree?
But that's not a movie. But
That's
I
what I was
don't
gonna
mind.
say. Though, but do you agree with me?
No, I like them. I just don't think they were like the best.
I love them.
Like if you're gonna go like the best, right?
Yeah.
I think you've got to go James Bond.
Which one though? Because there's also so many of them.
What do you mean?
James Bond. It's like Doctor Who. There's so many actors who played James Bond over the
Right?
years.
No. I'm talking about the original. I'm talking about the original.
Okay,
007?
I mean, I don't know who the original one is to be honest.
Oh, fine. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't think I've watched any James Bond films.
Okay, Rocky from like.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So
He's a great, phenomenal character. You can even go fiction, bro. You
Is
can
that
even go
scene,
fiction.
wait, I was gonna say, have you seen that scene where he talks to his like son or something? So
Oh
it's
yeah, so good,
from
so
the second film.
good, so good.
Yeah,
Dude, you can often go fictional. You don't have to go real.
fictional.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say I think like Count Dooku. No, I'm joking. I think
General Kenobi.
no, not General Kenobi.
I-
It's gotta be
no.
Obi-Wan though.
The, the same person.
No, General Kenobi is like Grievous. I don't think Grievous is
I
great.
was talking about.
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad, my bad.
I was using
Yeah,
greater
bro.
respect.
Like his progression. Like, have you seen Obi-Wan's progression? Looking from like the progression for all movies is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Could we say Darth Vader then? I
I
mean, I
think
guess
it's okay. I like him. I like him.
to an
I
extent, I
like him.
guess, but
I like
yeah.
him. I like him. I like
Uh,
him.
look, Darth Vader in the movies was good, but if you've I've seen a bit of the comics regarding Darth Vader.
He's crazy.
That man is a beast in the comics.
He's
Jeez.
crazy. He's crazy.
Like, there's this scene in one of the comics where there's like bounty hunters surrounding him, and then like they got him basically surrounded, and then he just says like, "I see no man, I just see fear," and then he just like slaughters them.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
so good, so good. Um,
I don't think that there are many more to add to this list.
trying to think.
Bro, Paul Blart. How do we forget this guy? That guy's a legend.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, he
I
is
was
one
like,
of the best.
it took me a minute to like, because I didn't hear you properly. Then I'm like, wait, is he talking what I think he's talking about? The mall cop? Let's go.
Paul Blart. Oh my god. What a legend.
Look, is it alright if I said Dio? Dio.
Dio. But it's not a
Yeah,
movie. I'm talking about movies.
or
I wanna just go movies. I just wanna do movies.
movies. Who
I
else?
think Dio's phenomenal though. But we're gonna go movies. We are doing movies. Let's stick with movies.
Wait, there's probably something I'm forgetting.
Okay.
What? Sounds like
How
food.
good? How good? Right. Okay. Okay. This is no longer. Right. About.
Wait, how about the
I was gonna say something. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
um?
If you're. Yep.
I don't know his name because it's like off the top of my head, but like in Ant-Man, the guy's like, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who
Oh,
knows a
that
guy.
guy's amazing. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
Oh
somehow
my,
I
he's
don't remember his
amazing. He's
name, but he's
amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
He's one of the greatest characters.
Yeah, I love how they was that one of the post-credit scenes. Like I know a guy
Mm-hmm.
who
Yeah.
knows a
Yeah.
guy
Yeah.
who knows a guy. Then at the end, it's like who knows Tony Stark, and it's like, bro. So
Oh
you gonna
man.
say sorry? Cut you
No, I
off.
was gonna say right.
Yeah.
Do you think like Mario from the upcoming movie will be one of the best or one of the worst characters?
Well, we'll see. I mean, honestly,
Or do you
like
think it's just gonna be forgettable? I don't. You can't forget Mario,
he
so
could
like,
be.
there's no way.
Look, the thing is, I think he'll become like Morbius. He's just gonna get memed.
So for
That's
me,
what I feel like. He's
right?
already getting memed. Like,
Well,
what
yeah,
I
I know that, but for me, like everything under his voice, like if he does a cool action, if the wording's correct, everything it can be like amazing, and then his voice could be like, oh, you know what I mean?
mean?
So it's could still be an amazing character. Now the other way, if it's just trash, yeah,
It's just trash. Yeah.
plus the trash cat, like plus the voice, I think it can be crap. So like, I think it can go either way. I think it can be like one of the greatest or one of the worst.
Um,
That's my opinion.
I think Jack Black would be good. Like, as Bowser, I think he'll do a phenomenal job.
Oh, he do a phenomenal job. He will. I think he will do an amazing job.
You know what? I just remembered. I know a character who's really good. I don't remember the character's name off the top of my head, but the main character from Die Hard.
Yep.
Yeah, he's really good in my opinion.
Okay, dude. Now,
Yeah.
what is the? I'm gonna. Here's a question. I don't know. We're just talking about movies, but hell, we'll just
Well,
dive in.
we've deviated from whatever we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
We're in
Right,
movies. We're in movies
right.
now. We're in movies. Last thing before we end the episode, right?
Yeah.
What is the best? I don't know any of the character names because I completely forget when I watch. Right?
Mm.
The best version of The Rock in movies.
The Rock.
Like you've got like Black Adam, but then like, what do you
Oh, you
think is?
mean like what he acted?
Yeah, 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 yep.
Oh. Oh. That's
Because he practically acts like The Rock in all movies. So like you know what I mean?
You know
But
what I
which
liked, bro? I liked how in both of the Jumanji movies, since like basically he swapped characters with someone else,
yeah.
like they took the piss of him doing that. So it's basically like, because I remember I think it was Jumanji 2 is like it's like you do a like a I'm not sure what it's called, but he makes his lips like he widens his lips and he looks at the
Like the
distance.
smoldering green or
It's
whatever.
smoldering, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that.
He does that a lot, and he did it as the character says that he's doing it.
Yeah. Wasn't there
Yeah.
like a female playing The Rock though, like outside of the world or something? Like they changed.
It's because like they swap. I think it was, but you know what I mean. But like The Rock has to act it still.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah, it's just like I give him respect for that.
for
I'm
me.
trying
It's
to
gotta
think
be.
what else he did.
It's gotta be
What?
San Andreas for me. I love that.
Oh yeah, San Andreas. I kind of forgot about that. I'm
Dude,
not gonna lie.
dude, The Rock was awesome in that. But then, like, I look at a movie like Skyscraper, and I'm like,
Bruh.
what, bruh? It's
Like, you know
like,
that trailer where the jump he does, and it
yeah,
looks like he will nowhere near make it.
yeah, yeah,
People do the actual maths, and it's even worse than what people think.
dude, dude.
It's like he
And then
basically made
let
like
me
two or
guess, he
3 years
makes
of
it.
it.
He makes it.
Of course he makes it. He's
And
the
that's what I'm
Rock.
saying.
Then proceed with the smoldering faced Woodwell. Just, yeah.
Nah, bro, San Andreas. I remember the bit where he's drowning. I was like, he's not gonna make it. And then it shows him again. It's like not gonna make it. You know what I mean? And then it shows him the third time. You're like, he's not gonna make it. And then the fourth time he pulls it off. It's like, bro, no human can do that.
You
You
should
know?
die by now. What's happening?
Yeah,
Uh,
dude. But like, it's all good. I was like, oh, The Rock. You know what I mean?
I was gonna
Like,
say I don't think either of us have watched Fast and the Furious, but I guarantee a lot of people would say that.
yeah,
Like Fast.
dude. Like, what I'm saying is like, whatever The Rock does, like, it's gonna succeed. You know what I mean? Not like the movie. Like, there's always a sequence. You're like, but it's The Rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Before you said bottom movie, I was like, I was like Black Adam. I'm like,
What I say?
you know how you're like, whatever he does, he succeeds, but then you're like, not the movie itself, like the scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but then there's
Before you
Black
said
Adam. Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
I was like in my head, I'm like Black Adam, but just
Yeah, because everything he does, like, he pretty much like nails it in Black Adam. So, like, and like everything
the
destroys and stuff.
movie. The thing is, the movie was average, and it's like because of that, just like James Gunn's like, yeah, not today.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Will we
Yeah.
see The Rock make a cameo in the Mario movie? You never know.
He'd just be like a random rock. Hey, I'm the rock.
No, I'll be like, you know, those things that fall out.
Mm.
It's like,
Bro.
yeah.
Keanu Reeves and John Wick. How did we not say
John
this already?
Wick. How did we forget that? Oh my
The
god.
reason I was thinking of this because after I said The Rock, I don't know how I was like reminded. I know in the one of the SpongeBob movies, I think it was like the newer one.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is like a what is it like a what's those things you find
Tumbleweed.
in
Tumbleweed.
tumbleweed? Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
tumbleweed.
yeah. I love that. Like the fact that like he does that. It's like, you know what I mean?
This man rejected being like a Marvel superhero, and then he's like, "Yeah, I want to be in a SpongeBob movie. Let me be a tumbleweed."
Yeah.
I love him.
You're
Also, even the main
breathtaking. What? Yeah,
even
yeah,
the
yeah.
main yeah.
You're breathtaking. You're breathtaking.
It's
All right.
so awesome. But yeah,
I guess that's it. So
yeah.
we're gonna end the episode here. Guys, comment down any other phenomenal characters or crap characters.
Yeah, because we didn't do a great job of thinking some bad ones.
Yeah, I mean, just write Morbius. Like you can write Morbius as a good and bad. Like he fits in both categories. Okay. Any last words, Mike?
Like, sub, hit notification bell, boom.
Okay, and we'll get to see you guys next time.
Yeah, see yous.
Bye.
Bye bye.